Loki had failed once in his attempts to ruin the work of Sindri and Broka, but he had a mind to try again. Again he bit Broka, and again, over and over until the dwarf could stand it no more. But stand it he did, outlasting the full extent of Loki's mischief. Draupnir, a ring of gold from which 8 more rings would fall like rain. Want of endless wealth for Asgard's most righteous lord. My Jotun brother would have one last chance to spoil the works of Sindri and Broka. If he failed, it would cost him his head. Impressed with the craft of the dwarven smiths, Loki set them to fashioning great gifts he could bring to Asgard and win back the favor he had lost. Skidbladnir, best of all ships, beloved by the wind, big enough to carry all of Asgard's finest into battle. Small enough to fit into a pocket. This would be Freya's gift, and it pleased him well. With such gifts, would Loki find forgiveness? My brother always knew how to win hearts. To him, it was almost as easy as breaking them. All other hammers must yield. Broker Sindri had made 2 gifts that outshone the works of the sons of Vivaldi. Now they meant to make their masterpiece. Mjolnir, Giant's Bane, a hammer that leveled mountains, that never missed its mark when thrown, and always returned to the hand of its owner. A third time they set about the forge. It had to be kept at exactly the right temperature for their work to be perfect. And yet again, Loki visited as a fly. So desperate to make Broker fail, he bit the dwarf's eye harder than any fly had ever bitten before. This time, he did not fail. The hammer was flawed, the handle a fraction too short. Yet even so, we judged the work of Sindri and Broker superior. Loki lost his bet, and his head was forfeit. Few would have mourned the death of Loki. But of course the trickster found a way to go back on his word. A tale for another time, perhaps. Gungnir, a gift from Loki for the Lord of Asgard. forged of sunlight and strong Asgardian metal. The tip of the spear was carved with runes to guide its path. Gungnir never missed its mark. Now Loki had the 3 gifts he needed to win his redemption in Asgard. Sif's hair, Gungnir, and Skithbladnir. But already in his mind a plan was hatching. 3 gifts was not enough. I must be careful now. Golden hair of Sif, wife of Thor. Why Loki got it off, only Loki knows. But Thor was less than pleased. Loki wisely chose to make amends. A new head of hair for Sif, finer than the last. And so he set off for Svartalfheim. At Loki's request, Ivaldi's sons made for him tresses of the purest gold, which would fix the Sif's scalp and grow as real hair would. Loki had what he needed, but now that he'd seen what the master smiths of Svartalfheim could do, he wanted more. Here's an anvil on which the greatest dwarven smiths worked their art. Ivaldi's sons had made 3 mighty gifts for Loki, but my brother wanted more. So he went to their rivals, Sindri and Broka. He bet them they could not fashion 3 gifts greater still. If he won, he would keep the gifts. If he lost, they would take his head. But Loki had no intention of playing by the rules. He transformed himself into a gadfly and set about biting Broka in the hope of distracting him. But Broka did not flinch, and their work was a wonder. A boar of living metal who gave off light in the dark and ran faster than any horse. Gullinbursti. I should be cautious around here.
Fortune's fool! And one weapon fell a muspel in a single blow, just out of my reach!
What ails you, little one?
By the might of Ymir, you are Havi of Asgard, yes? I had heard you were afoot, but never expected to lay eyes upon you. It's my hammer. A mighty hammer, strong enough to tear a mountain in two. And by sheer accident, I tripped and threw it out there. If you can retrieve it, then you may keep it, Havi.
A weapon of such strength cannot be ignored. Very well. I shall get it. It is done. A trivial matter for the High One.
Yes, I can see the lava was no problem for you. But... oh, no. The hammer, it is damaged.
Damaged?
Yes, look closely. This crack in the shaft.
You have passed the trial, High One.
Trial? What trial? Ah! This place is heavily guarded. My head. What the hell?
Don't draw attention. Just get over here before it's too late. Wait, right. We've only got one shot at this, so listen, and listen good.
What are you jabbering about? Who are you? What's happening?
Unless you want me to tell this Moosepel who you really are, and while you're still helpless, I suggest you do as I tell you, and quickly.
Helpless? You dare threaten me? I'll throttle you through these bars!
Shut up, or I'll shut you up!
There's no time to explain. I'll lure the guard, you grab his key. Get us out of here, and I'll explain everything. Ready?
What?
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Come here. I got some information your chief is gonna want.
Go on then, enlighten me. What drivel will you spout this time?
Your mother stopped by last night. Paid me a visit.
She died years ago, fool!
Yeah, well,
You idiot.
idiot, am I? Surtur's your overlord, yeah? Reckon he might want to find the High One of Asgard?
Ha! The shit that comes out of your mouth!
What if I told you that Havi is a lot closer than you think?
I tell you, you're executed.
Finally! Get me out, then! Now then, get your things so we can leave. You'll catch a chill if you head out dressed like that. I mean...
Get up, we're leaving.
Only if you promise to get me out, no matter what. I stay here, I'm dead.
Tell me what's going on or I'll kill you myself.
The Muspels took me prisoner, threw me in here. Now, on the other side of that opening is a hole full of lava. I can't get out, not on my own. But if you're in here with me, lava's not a problem for you. Not according to our mutual acquaintance.
The Jotun shapeshifter. The one who tricked me, told me of a hammer that could split mountains.
Ah, that old chestnut. Look, you want the real hammer? Pick me up, get me through that tunnel.
Fine. Shut up, or I'll drop you into it.
Just... Come, Highward, time to go. Smell that, High One? The sweet aroma of freedom. And we have you to thank for it.
What was your crime?
Other than being a dwarf and fighting invaders?
Fighting invaders?
I'm a blacksmith by trade. Just before the invasion of our lands began, I single-handedly armed an army. Bravest dwarves you ever saw. Clans dropping long-held grudges, joining to fight the Muspels and the Jotnar. Anyway, all came to nothing. I was locked up. Told they'd let me out if I made weapons for the Muspels. Told them I'd sooner die. Now, about that hammer.
I know. Nothing more than a tall tale. Not a bad one.
You did all this knowing there was no mighty weapon. I see now why they call you the High One.
Ha! There he is. Safe at last, brother. I told you I would find someone who could help.
Never thought I'd be so happy to lay eyes on that big ugly face of yours. You did well, brother.
Ugly! Have you looked in the mirror lately? Father should have dropped you from the cliffs the moment your tiny, screwed-up face drew breath. It's good to see you.
Well, well, the Jotun who managed to fool me. And your brothers?
Aye, brothers from another mother. Our father was Travi, the famed dwarven explorer who traveled the 9 realms.
Trevi and my mother are dwarves. My half-brother here is half-dwarf, half-Jotun. We have a sister who is half-dwarf, half-Muspel.
And another brother that is, well, half bear. But that's another story.
I see. Your father Travi was very well traveled.
He kept himself busy, that's for sure.
You have our gratitude, High One. We shall drink to your honor for all time.
Enjoy your freedom, and stay out of trouble, lads.
You know how it works. Fix a problem for Rada, get a reward. If only everyone was as motivated as you.
Asgard has abandoned.
No, we are the village.
So much shit.
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakland.
Let's see. Which one is after her? A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Orgler.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
There's two more down. We'll keep looking.
Here to help?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
You shouldn't be here! What do you want?
Oh. He prayed through!
Reitmar's armor. He wore it when his sons turned against him. Dwarves believe it to be cursed. I don't think they'll mind if I relieve them of this malediction.
Why are you here?
Good to see you.
Looks familiar.
Here to help.
Times it stung me. 3 on the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel. A big one.
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is
horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special mead?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Evildee with the job I need done.
Now hold on, we didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
So, why is the great Vivaldi snooping around our old workshop?
Hoping to find something useful.
I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfame's finest.
God's hero.
The sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. Yatna, too. Muspels aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot. The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here.
What's all that about? Say what? Hold there! Die!
Trouble for a few ghost mead.
Leave us be!
Where are they holding him, I wonder?
We don't want any trouble.
evidence that Sindri has been here. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. Surely there's some sign of Sindri here. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri. And here, a bag of roasted acorns. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look. The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's house, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's house. That is where I should go next. Upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago, but not too late.
I am calling help from the court.
Riefzimmer!
Go away, please! Why are you here? Don't bring us any trouble!
The giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none. Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. That body over there. I hope it's not what I think it is.
Help! Someone! Anyone, help! You have my thanks, Raven Bearer.
Achterheren! Renn! Renn!
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. Was this Calder's first victim? And that amulet, the sigil. Sindri, reckless fool, all this was a meat. Oh well, it's done. I must return the body to Brokia.
Be on your way, please.
What are you doing here?
Yeah!
such as Sindri's, of less ability. Still, it can't be coincidence that Caldas sated the Salakaf, the Hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else. Chan. The nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker. I've never seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar. Like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then... one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
Sindri, you son of a rock, where did you hide your tools?
I hear Vesal can't find the Master's tools. It's too horrible to even think about.
How can I tell Brocker we're missing the tools?
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brocker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if there's somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
How can I talk with you when my heart is torn asunder?
Now Brokkr is all alone.
I'm very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs is exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. Be my eyes, Sunan. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. Finally, the tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins.
Now Brokkr is all alone. How will he manage without his big brother to...
The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Evil has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
You must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Who knows how long it will take before the dwarves get around to lighting the torches. It will be faster if I do it. The dwarves have saved the place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But to find Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.